Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Greer and I've been asked to, I've had a lot of feedback to ask and give some explanation around the healing machine. The healing machine I use as part of Let It Go and Flow. This is a community-based project for letting go of negative emotions and disempowering beliefs. So I use that as part of that. As I said, it's by me, Nick Greer, and if you need to contact me, you go to Facebook, Let It Go and Flow, like the page, and you can message me. That'll be fine. The biggest question I'm asked is, what is the healing machine? Well, it is a Class 2A medical device that works on biofeedback and bioresonance. Bit of a mouthful, a lot of information there. Medical device, Class 2 medical device, a Class 3A medical device, for instance, is an X-ray machine. So what is biofeedback, bioresonance? As you can see on the right hand side, on the left hand side you can see the machine, and on the right hand side you can see somebody actually receiving feedback. It does so via the skin's reactance. What it does, it measures the frequencies of the body. Now the frequencies of the body are varied. There's over 7,000 measured frequencies. So that includes the organs, emotions and so on. Now what happens is then the machine then feeds back the frequencies and it allows the body to heal itself naturally. So it's a bit of a miracle in a lot of ways. So it measures the frequencies in the body using skin reactance, and it allows the body to heal itself naturally. And it's particularly useful for pain. So what I'm going to do today is just demonstrate some of the features. Now, if you have a look at, there are tons of things to start off with. If you look down here, you've got meridians, you've got allergies, you've got aging, we've got biofeedback, bones, and so on. There are so many things, but I'm just going to focus on a few main things at the moment. What I normally do is I start off with the brain. This is the brain, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test balance the brain. So what it's doing now is actually just testing through and seeing the 4 parts of the brain. So as you can see on the right hand side, the brain, there's a bit of right movement there. It's not balanced at all. So what I'm going to do now is apply the feedback, and what it does is works on the corpus callosum and it sends frequencies to balance the brain, both left and right, in the 4 main areas of the brain. So what it does, it just allows you to focus a lot more, and as you can see, it's applying the feedback. So the right occipital, being the biggest, is the first one to get balanced, and all the other parts are getting balanced as it's applying the frequencies. The symptoms you'll get from a balanced brain is you get clearer thinking. There's a thing called brain fog, and brain fog is something that occurs when there's something blocking the corpus callosum, that membrane that separates the left and right hemisphere. So all it's doing now is applying the frequencies and balancing the brain. It's taken a bit of a while, but it's worth the wait. Okay, that's that balance. Now what I'm going to do now is on the left hand side you can see there are a number of different brain waves. What it's doing now is scanning through the brain waves, and there are 4, as you may well know. Now if we have a look at the brain waves, we've got beta, which is the alert state. We've got alpha, which is to do with relaxation and calm. We've got theta, which is to do with tranquility and intuition, and that's also known as the meditation brainwave. And we've got delta, which is deep rest and deepless sleep. Now delta, extreme delta, is a coma. Now what occurs is what you need. So it scanned the brain here and it says theta is needed. So theta is relaxation, meditation. Now if I apply the feedback now, so that will apply that feedback, and you can probably see it now. It's just doing it now, and you'll probably see that on the machine. And on the left hand side, that's the feedback response it's getting. So on the top right hand side over here, you can see the frequencies that it's applying, and on here you can see the feedback response that occurs. So theta again is meditation, so it goes through that. The next profile I'd like to show you is the color chakra profile. Obviously note the American spelling for color. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to test the chakra. So what that'll do is it will send the frequencies and it will go through all the chakras from the base chakra through the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, and the top one. It will do that as well. So what it's doing here is testing them to see where the problem is, because as we go through life things occur. Now this is a traffic light system, so it's come up as the throat as being the main challenge. Then the next one is blue, believe it or not. That's the next one in terms of priority, which is the heart, and then in this case it's the brow. The one that's okay is the base, so that the green is okay, so that gives you an idea. So on a scale, the worst one, if you like, is the throat in this case. The best one is the base. The next worst one is that one. So what we do is we just apply the frequencies, and it goes for the throat one first, so it basically goes to the throat, and it'll apply the frequencies for it. So you can see the frequencies being applied here, and you can see the level on here. So it's applying the frequencies to the throat chakra now to balance it off. As you can hear, the tone of the frequencies are changing. So it's gone to the next in priority, which is yellow. And the one after that would be the blue, and then it won't do that one because that's okay. So the next one in terms of priority is the yellow one, as far as the traffic light system is concerned. Obviously you don't have blue on a traffic light system, that's an additional one. Normally that would be green, so you have red, amber and green, but green's okay. So they've added a third one, which is this blue one here. And that's it completed. Well, you've all heard of acupuncture, acupressure. One of the exciting features of the machine, the Life System, is the meridian profile. Very much like acupressure or acupuncture, you can test your points. So I'm just testing the points now, and it will go through the entire system, through the bladder meridians, all the way to the triple warmer. In addition to the systems, what it also does is all the acupuncture points. as you can see, it's going through all these different points at the moment, and it will highlight the areas of difficulty, things that need sorting out. So it's going through this now and just scanning through. And again, it does this by applying frequencies, and it knows which is healthy. And as you can see here, look, the priority is the pericardium meridian, and the next one after that is the lung meridian, and the gallbladder after that, the bladder meridians. Okay, so what we would do is we would then treat that, and that would be by applying the frequencies to those areas. And again, as we can see, that will sort those out, so it will do in order of priority. Pericardium in this case first. You can see on the right hand side it's done a list of priorities there. So if you like, these are the systems. Okay, that's done. The other thing we do now is actually test the acupuncture points. So that's a different set. It's actually going to the individual points, not the system. As you can see, this takes a lot longer because there's over 300 points. So clearly, there's a lot more time needed in here. But what it's doing is actually sending the frequency and measuring which points need treatment. And on here, it's got 3 main points that require treatment. So I'm applying the healing to that now. So again, it sends a frequency to the body, and it allows the body to heal itself. So these are the 3 priority points that have come up. The first one here on the front of the leg, and you can see the second one is here on the back. That's a bladder point. And again another bladder point. And this is a stomach point here. And let you know what it occurs here. If you want to find out more, you can message me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/Let It Go and Flow. That's a page there. You can like that and message me, or if you like, you can email me direct on letitgoandflow@gmail.com. That's letitgoandflow@gmail.com. Thank you very much.